Hey everybody, this is Heather Cate, spiritual coach for the creative soul at peacockandpaisley.com, and we're doing the full moon workshop today. This is Pay What You Can, and the link is down below in the description area. I am so excited to be doing this. This is a beautiful full moon, and there's a lot going on in the world. If you'd like to share in the comments what's going on for you and the things that are sort of on your mind. But I'm going to open us with a little bit of a healing singing bowl sound. This is a Tibetan singing bowl, and you can, if you like it, you can find one on my website. This helps to clear your energy. Just breathe deeply and slowly. And let the cares and stresses and tensions and all negativity slide away from you. So breathe in peace, hold it for a moment, and let out all negativity. Breathe in love, and let out all negativity. Breathe in joy, and breathe out anything you don't need anymore. And may we be protected spiritually as we do this, so that we are able to hear, so that we're able to see, so that we're able to know, and so that our hearts can change in positive ways. So I'll be doing a card reading from the Rose Oracle, well, the Threads of Fate Oracle Rose Edition. So I'm just going to shuffle and ask what we need to know right now, and then we'll go from there to see what people need as a healing exercise after that. So here we go. Here's the deck. What do we need to know right now? Whoa. Whoa. Cool. These cards have come up before. These are good. Love, love, and get creative. So, if you're listening to this on the podcast, the love card is two hands that are outstretched, and they're kind of reaching for, or sharing out into space a heart. And it's also sort of emblematic of the world, but there's a love fire there. So love, be open to and willing to receive love, and including the Holy Spirit. It's like the be open to receiving love and giving love. Wow. And then the get creative card. So this is a really interesting combination. Let's see if I can get it without. There's an iris, which is beautiful flower that is actually the symbol for Mother Mary, Our Lady of Guadalupe, but for the Virgin Mary. The fleur de lis is actually based on the iris, and then in the Greek system of mythology, if you want to call it mythology, some people feel that it's real. Iris was kind of the messenger between the gods and humans, and her means of transmitting messages from the gods to the humans is a rainbow. And then there's also the blackbird wings, and a circle of so what I'm picking up on this, the circle in this image is a circle of continuity and unity, and then also all these little stars, like, you know, little star seeds. You know, who are you? Are you here to do good in this world? Are you a being of light that started out as part of a large group and has come here with a mission to do good? Okay, if you are, keep healing, keep going, and the message is be encouraged. Be encouraged. It's really important that we all do the special things that we are here to do. Just, if you're not sure what that is, just keep going. Keep doing your thing. Keep being you, the core you. Allow yourself to be you. And if you're not sure what that is or what that means, just keep going and keep tapping into what gives you joy, what makes you feel an inner fire, an inner spirit, you know, your spirit. What are you doing that makes you happy? And then also, you know, pray to be able to remember who you are and what your special skills are. Okay, I'm going to pull a few more cards. Okay, cards to tell us more of the information we need. Nothing's popping out. What do we need to know right now? What do we need to... Oh. Okay, so much for the short version. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 cards. Underworld. If you feel like you are stuck, that you are trapped in a place of stasis, like you're just, you know, it's like you're floating in a dark room with nothing in it and you don't know what to do, it's okay. Stay there. Things are transforming. You're transmuting. I'm sure the caterpillar that goes, you know, into the cocoon getting ready to become a moth or a butterfly is like, what the heck? This also has to do with, so your hands are tied, you know, hold on, wait. And another card from, I think last time, couple times, transmute. That's a scarab. They roll a piece of shit around and plant their eggs in it and then roll it back again. And then it's time for the eggs to come out. Both of these, I love that saying, they tried to bury us, but they forgot we're seeds. You know, star seeds. So what happens with a seed? It gets planted in the ground. It's in the dark, but it gets watered. It gets some warmth. It gets activated. And then it grows. It sprouts. It shoots up. And it produces whatever it is that it's supposed to be producing. Whether that's potatoes or basil or tomatoes or a pine tree. You know, whatever it is that you are is in process. And if times seem dark, you know, I'm sorry. My compassion goes out to you. But don't give up. Don't give up. The wildling. This is 2 swords crossed with a circle behind them. Kind of like a circle of the star seeds, but organized. fight. When the time comes, be ready to fight. We are in a massive war. Not just even a battle, we're in a massive war. And if you're listening to this, no matter when it is that you're listening to it, whether it's, you know, today on the full moon or on a different full moon, know that you are part of a special group, and that we are here to fight the good fight. You're not alone. Do you, be you, and you will know at the right time what else you're supposed to be doing. So here's the next card is called the Sovereign, and it looks like a crown that's made out of seashells and crystals and a crescent moon, and it's shooting off light. And there's some things in there that are kind of like horn shapes, which to me are a symbol of being stubborn, persistent, and plowing ahead. But they're also used for blowing the horn. They can be turned into basically horns, like trumpets in a sense, to, you know, call people to action, and to communicate with spirit, and to, you know, basically to declare now's the time, you know, battle charge ahead. In Judaism, there's a special horn that's used. Be true to yourself. Be in charge of yourself. Know that you do have free will. You do have the right to exist. You do have the right to be, and that you're important. And remember who you are. Hold on one second. So you're in service to others, but your method of leading is in empowering others. You're strong, capable. Claim your space without hesitating, and invite others around you to do the same. Don't become domineering, and be careful with boundaries, but can create a container that allows growth for you and for others. Create structure. Be aware of where your energies are being sapped. Cut out that which is no longer serving you, which is what, you know, the full moon time is for. You know what needs to be done, and you're able to get it done. So if there's things around you that feel like chaos, remember that you can organize it. Get rid of the things that are not meant to be, you know, in your life anymore, whether that's people, situations, jobs, clutter in your house, friendships that no longer are good for you. Remember, you, be you. All right, the next card is the void, the emptiness, which goes right back to the underworld. It's a space in which, you know, there is nothing except for you, and you're waiting. But it's necessary. It's an important part of processing and growing. Remember, the caterpillar gets like sort of like dissolved before it turns into the butterfly. That's a shitty, I would think it's, you know, I've been through some metamorphoses and it is not comfortable. But, you know, remember, when that shell breaks open, that whole process helps to create you, and the pushing and the stretching and the pulling and the, you know, and the transforming. It's all necessary, and you've got to do it. And unfortunately, you've got to do it yourself. if you cut open a chrysalis, like the container, the pod that a butterfly is developing within, the butterfly won't be able to fly. Its wings don't get enough pushing done, and it'll die. You may be questioning everything, when you're in this void. You may be wondering, what the heck is going on, questioning everything, not comfortable. You don't know what's going on, what's real, what's the deal. I think that's what's the deal is a big part of it. But sometimes you need to just sit and be still with it and allow growth. Okay, so, and in that emptiness, in that void, in that time of stasis, of waiting, also be praying for guidance, for inspiration, for clarity, for that beam of light, to be ready to receive that beam of light, to perceive it when it comes, and therefore to know what to do when the time is right. And our last card, interesting follow-up, is take risk. Oops. And there's a billy goat, again with horns. Butting heads is the term, that the phrase that keeps coming to my mind. Butting heads. He or she is climbing a mountain, and is draped with what to me looks like pearls. And the phrase that comes to mind is pearls of wisdom. So mountain goats are able to climb like the most amazingly insurmountable looking summits and crazy sharp steep cliffs with just an inch or two of toe holds, not stuff that would scare the crap out of me, that does scare me. There's no way that I would be out there. That's billy goat gruff is not my thing. But it is about taking a risk and getting over a mountain. And then behind the goat is something that looks to me like the moon. But this is about knowing your capabilities, knowing what you're able to do, and that you are able to do something even in the midst of, a really a scary looking situation. Maybe it doesn't look scary to you, but maybe it is scary and threatening and deadly for somebody else. I mean, it would be deadly if you weren't able to do this thing that you're able to do, but that's what I keep feeling like, that you are able to do something or other, your thing, that not everybody can do, but it's important that you do it, that you be it, you be you. And let me just get a little deeper into that too. So you may feel alone also, if you're standing on that cliff all alone. Yeah, there's my perspective, standing on the cliff alone. So this is about taking a leap, trusting that you're going to make it, and tap into your inner bravery. And the plant that comes with this card is stinging nettle, which is actually an amazing healing herb. It guides us out of the fog and into a life that we find invigorating. That once we can get past the initial discomfort, the risk can be incredibly nourishing. If I'm remembering correctly, nettle is really good for liver. I actually take nettle tea every now and then, dandelion tea and nettle tea. And the liver is in the central part of your abdomen. It's on the, usually, 99% of the time on your right hand side, and it's partly behind your, inside your rib cage, and then partly a little bit below it. It is an important part of it is your power system. if your liver is off, then you don't have enough, you can't create enough or proper internal energy, both kind of like energetically and spiritually, but also physically. And that, of course, everything goes together. So if your liver's not functioning properly, like your whole body starts to like spin out of whack, would be, you know, like a top that is like, you know, instead of going, it's starting to go like, you know, around in the wrong way. So if you're, you know, you may want to try getting some nettle tea, and I'll put a link below for a good place to buy it. Organic, obviously. But your solar plexus chakra, which is what the liver is part of, it's, you know, it's right below, it's in your upper abdomen, right below your rib cage. So your liver, your small intestines, your stomach, spleen, pancreas, they're all interconnected with that. And gallbladder, and to some extent adrenals and kidneys, but that's your powerhouse. So you want to clear that. I have that's covered in my course, the Get Your Life Back course, and so there's a segment, a unit in my course that absolutely covers how to recover your energy, how to build it, clear it, you know, from a whole bunch of different aspects. So working with your chakra, all of your chakras, because they all interflow and you need all of them working to be working properly. You know, how to get your courage back, especially after abuse, how to get your energy back. If you have adrenal fatigue, that is also connected in with that solar plexus chakra, which is, you know, about pushing forward and taking risks. So there are, you know, essential oils, foods, crystals. In fact, citrine helps. I have my little stack of crystals right here. Citrine helps with your solar plexus. So foods, exercises, essential oils, crystals. Yes, you need to get good sleep. If your adrenals are totally out of whack, then you can't get good sleep. So, you know, you've got to like approach things from where you are, and that's what that course is all about. You start where you are that day, every day, and heal gently, whatever level you're ready to do, however much, you know, you're ready to put into it. It's not about hurting yourself to get better. It's about healing yourself to get great. And it's little steps, little steps, little steps. I'm just looking over the cards. And it's really about, like, although you may be in a place where you are feeling like you are you're not even feeling stuck. You're feeling like just suspended in nothingness. It's okay. This message for you today is that it is okay. That things are happening. Pray to be ready when the time is right. Pray to notice the door that's opening for you. Maybe it's just a window, but something's coming up. So be ready for it. And be reassured and take that risk when it's time. And you'll know. And treat yourself well. Heal yourself. And be good to yourself. And know that you're important. That you're part of a plan. Even though you may feel like you're in the void, you are part of a plan. You're an important part. And even though you may feel like you're a small part, you're important. So keep going and gather your inner energy and be ready to burst forth when the time comes. I don't know if you could see that. Burst forth. That's my big goat, You know what? Have you ever seen, like, mountain goats, the males, when they're fighting, like they butt heads and they actually bounce off each other like that? That is, I keep getting that butting head, boom, go for it. So, the exercise, the healing exercise for today, the homework for you, sort of, is, so right now let's get into a little bit of a meditative state. So draw in, breathe in. I'm gonna do a little singing bowl again. Breathe in, breathe out. First thought that comes to mind, what do you need to let go of? Blow it out and away from you. And in a safe way, there are a couple different ways you can do this, but that may have been just enough, just doing that one blow away. Clear. If you feel additional need for clearing that thing away, first of all, when this is done, take action, real action in real life, in your day-to-day life. Throw it out, get rid of it, end it, clean it up, whatever that is. Take care of a project that you've been meaning to finish. But release whatever it is that you need to release. A way to help with that, especially if it feels out of your control and if you're hanging out in the void, it could very well be like that, is to write it down on a piece of paper. Make it a not very big piece of paper. Well, depending on if you have a wood burning fireplace, for instance, you can put it on whatever size piece of paper you want. Write down what it is, crumple up the paper, burn it, let it go. It's gone. The other thing you can do is use something like this abalone shell that I have behind me. And I'll put a link to that in the comments also, where you can buy one of those, because those are great for burning a small piece of paper with the thing on it that you want to release, to get rid of, to release up to the universe, to the divine, to the Holy Spirit, to take care of for you, that you declare that you are done, you release this thing. So you can just burn it and put it in that, and either flush the ashes or scatter them into a river. You could do it into an ocean, but I really like the energetic and symbolic influence of a running body of water. So a stream, a brook, a river, flushing. I like, an ocean and a lake for something more gentle, but if you need to really emphatically get rid of something, even a situation kind of a thing, then the running water, I think, is better. There are lots of other ways to do that, but those are my favorite tips for you for today. So I want to thank you for being here, and I'll give you a quick pass by of the cards again. This is the Underworld, Transmute, Ball of Shit, Eggs Planted, the Wildling, Fight for what you're supposed to be fighting for. Sovereign, could be that you're fighting for your, ooh, I'm getting goosebumps on this one, that you're fighting for your sovereignty, taking control of you, of your life, of everything that you need. Ooh, that is the absolute, oh, I'm getting very strong on that. That's basically like putting your foot down, staking your claim, being you, taking control of the chaos, and making your life yours. Boom. Sending you really good energy for that. the void. All that may not come to be immediately, but you're fighting for you. And take risk. But it's actually risk that you know that you can accomplish because you have the special skills, abilities, and the way you're made. You can do it. I wish you super well. All kinds of peace, success, blessings to you. And again, this is pay what you can. So please drop your payment with the link below. Take care. Many blessings.